Friday night. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got the bodyguard. Easy breezy out there with Skinny. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Lee in at the 3 slot. And for the Spurs, De'Aaron Fox out there with Insanity. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Lee in at the 4-man position. Conference rivals, Greg, butting heads in this one. How does that raise the stakes here?
Well, both teams want this one bad, and a chance to prove they're the dominant squad. I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight.
Here's Insanity. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Lee, nice jump shot from the top of the key.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Easy Breezy, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
First free throw is good. With the Grizzlies, Richard, we've heard about an emphasis on defense in the past few years.
Yeah, and there has been some improvement. They were a middle-of-the-road type defensive team not too long ago. But the last few seasons, they have played impact defense.
And so he makes both from the line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
San Antonio with the ball. Right side, Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defense looking helpless to stop Fox. This guy fears no one.
Here's Andrews. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Here's Insanity. Takes it from 10. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Easy Breezy, defended by Wembanyama. Got a piece of it. Here's Easy Breezy. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 3. Fox with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Lee. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
San Antonio, Lee, 1 shot.
One thing that's really emerged, RJ, for De'Aaron Fox over the last few years, his leadership.
Yeah, hey, when you combine great talent and maturity, your teammates will follow the example you set. And he is setting that example night in and night out.
And again, Memphis no good.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Spurs ball.
2 Spurs. 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 2 Here's insanity. Here's Wembanyama. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games. And he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Here's Easy Breezy, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. It's time.
Welcome, the starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. We've got Jaren Jackson, and it's Skinny in at the 1 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got Wembanyama. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Mem Sa, and it's Lee in at the 4 spot. And a battle of the bigs tonight, Grant. Something we're seeing a little more of lately.
And you know this league is a copycat league, and right now the trend is about teams looking for size and skill. Big guys who can pretty much do everything. That's the thing about the NBA. It's always adapting and always evolving. And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Here's Lee. Lets it go from deep. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. Here's Skinny. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Second chance effort. Good work there as it goes. Lee's got his second bucket on the night.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Insanity. Now Fox. Oh, it's stolen away. To the paint. Here's Wells. He's guarded by Vassell. Wells misses.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look. But this is why we play the game. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
You know, Grant, looking back to the Spurs' tough last season, free throw shooting was something they pointed to.
You know, B.A., it's something they have to correct. They didn't get to the line enough, and their percentage wasn't good when they did. And, of course, that's a bad combination. Don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Fox, the pass to Vassell. Now here's Fox. His last outing, he had 18 points.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Here's Skinny. He's covered by Fox.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. Here's Insanity going inside.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. And the Grizzlies call time here. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
And these are the top rebounders in the league. Here's Lee, coming off a 31-point game against the Lakers.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Skinny. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Now here's Fox. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Lee misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
On the wing, Vassell. And he lobs it up top. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Coming into the league, scouts saw Vassell as a 3-and-D guy, but he's a good playmaker also.
A step-back shot. Skinny, no good.
As usual, he's laser focused on defense. That's a nice shot contest.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
From deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
Honestly, he's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Pass to Lee. Lays it up and banks it in. Lee's got 9.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Insanity passes to Fox. Here's Insanity. On target from range. 7 points in the game.
Obviously, Fox has good on-ball instincts. He finds a wide-open guy and quickly feeds him.
Here's Skinny. Coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Here's Vassell. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson, the pass to Skinny. Here's the bodyguard. The three-pointer off the mark.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Fox. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Timeout call. Memphis. All right, Grant, as a team, how long you think it takes to figure out if you're a legitimate contender?
You know, B.A., a lot of teams come into the season thinking they are contenders. And they have to find out the hard way that, quite honestly, they're just not. But generally, I'd say you have a good idea after the first month or so of the year.
Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Skinny. He's got 5. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts. For San Antonio, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Right wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Harper. 3-pointer, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jackson can't get it to go.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Lee, the pass to Fox. 13 feet out. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Lee. And he's going for the lob. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Here's Harper. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Here's Lee. He's coming off a 25-point game against Sacramento.
And his shot blocking almost single-handedly changed the game. No one wanted to put up a shot with him lurking.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Love the assertive move inside. Jaren taking what's his.
Here's Insanity. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Lee, the pass to Skinny. Back to Lee. Five on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Wells. And it's off from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Poke loose. Here's Lee. He's got 9. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. When you talk about a team on the rise, the Grizzlies are young and dangerous, Smitty.
Yeah, they hang their hats on the defensive end. With their length and activity, they make it hard for people to handle them.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Here's Skinny. 7 points in the game. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
San Antonio calls timeout. Well, for the Spurs, Smitty, last season was their worst year since 1997. But it appears it was all worth it.
BA, in 1997, the injury to David Robinson saw them go 20-62. But their number 1 pick was Tim Duncan. This time, another potential franchise big man selected with Victor Wembanyama.
Here's Lee, defended by Jackson.
Clean pass by Keldon Johnson to set up the shooter beautifully. What a play.
Here's Skinny. He's got 9. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Fox outside. High arcing shot. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Skinny. Pass to Lee. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Keldon Johnson. The 2023 postseason didn't go as the Grizzlies had envisioned it, Smitty.
Yeah, a first-round departure. BA, I think inexperience and overconfidence got the better of them. A veteran Lakers team was able to put them away.
And Smitty, a trend for the Spurs, playing fast.
BA, they get up a lot of shots. Problem is, the efficiency needs to be there. That was a hallmark of the great Spurs teams back in the day.
Here's Harper. Still no points. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from the high post. And he drops that one in. And the Spurs lead by 4.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Lee. Covered by Johnson. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Jackson.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Skinny. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Skinny's got 12.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight. making shot after shot.
Fox outside. Here's Lee. Here's the three. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. To the inside. Snatched away. Pass to Wembanyama. Tries it from the top of the key. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, it's not hard to get excited about what Wembanyama could potentially bring to the league, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, possibly some of the biggest hype we've seen, B.A. Unreal ball skills at 7'4", and he's got that drive to be the greatest.
Here's Lee. 13 points in the game. Off the mark, making him 5 for 6 now. Here's Lee. Offline with a three. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Lee.
San Antonio foul. Keldon Johnson. Second
First free throw is good.
Second team foul. Shooting for Memphis.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Harper. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Harper's got his second bucket of the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And the layup falls. And it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Spurs out in front, leading by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
They've got Johnson, and it's Harper in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Pass to Skinny. Here's Wells. Wide open. And he makes it. Wells has got his first basket.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Insanity. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Here's Wembanyama. The Spurs rebound. It's tipped. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, B.A. Victor Wembanyama was asked to describe his game, and he said, quote, "The word I would say is versatile. Being able to score at any level, any moment in the game. Taking responsibilities. Maybe Mr. Do-Everything." And Brian, will he be the next international phenom to take over the league? He said with a smile, "I'm sure of it."
Plenty of confidence right there. Good stuff, Alec. Thank you for that. The Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Uncovered. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 8 points.
Good discipline from Vassell, moving the ball instead of waiting for a shot to show up.
Here's Skinny. He's got 14. Smitty, let me ask you, what do you think has been the most impactful change to the game in recent years?
I think it's the three-point shot, DA. The number of attempts and also the bigs from the center spot and the power forward. Those guys taking threes has created a lot of space for guys to drive the basketball.
Here's Insanity. 11 points in the game. The kick out to Johnson. It's out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Memphis ball.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Grizzlies. They love where they stand right now. First place. And, of course, San Antonio down a few spots.
Well, right now for the Spurs, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
Here's Insanity. After the basket by Memphis. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Count that one. Here's Skinny. He's got 16. Got a piece of it. The rebound by the Spurs. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
So you know each game they play will hold a lot of importance to both teams.
Here's Harper. Give him 8 points now. 6 to shoot. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Lee. Covered by Johnson. Lee misses. San Antonio trailing here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Sohan gets it to go.
Good play by Jeremy Sohan. Takes advantage of the opportunity.
Here's Lee. He drops it from range. Lee's got 18.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Here's Sohan.
Grizzlies foul. Lee. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Harper passes to Johnson. Here's Sohan. Takes the three. Johnson with a bucket. And the Spurs lead by 1.
A solid three-point shooter. Johnson makes the defense pay for giving him light.
Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Lee. Covered by Johnson. Ooh, impressive fadeaway right there. Lee's got 20. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Here's Harper. Grizzlies with the rebound. Lee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's the bodyguard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead. Here's Harper. Give him 8. And he makes it on the layup. Harper's got 4 points this quarter.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's Skinny. Outside. Caldwell Pope. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Memphis?
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Here's Sohan. Out to the right wing. And there's a 3-second violation. So a moment now to see the story for him. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts. To go in the second. Looking good. Pass to Lee. Outside. Caldwell Pope. Here's Wells. Fires in the triple. Wells has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Out left to the wing. Here's Harper. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. Memphis has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. Here's Skinny. 16 points for him. That one drops for him.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
Here's Harper. Pass to Insanity. Fires from deep. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
It's time to fire off some T-shirts. The Loudon section gets one. Who wants one?
Making a switch here. And a chance to see the rookie leaderboard in the steals department. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Lee. Here's Skinny. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. The shot by the bodyguard, no good. The Spurs have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And Smitty, even as his game has evolved, Keldon Johnson remains a spark plug.
You know, he plays with so much energy. He has become more than a downhill scorer. He can hit the jumper off the catch or dribble and keep defenders honest.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by Memphis. Harper. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Building off a solid first quarter, he's been lights out here in the second.
Here's Skinny. He's got 18. Here's Jackson. Sohan with a rebound.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
The officials were right on top of that one.
For San Antonio, Keldon Johnson.
Shooting two.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
What I like about Keldon Johnson, he doesn't settle. Most of his shots come from inside the line.
Lee, he's checked in for Sohan. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Easy Breezy. Into the lane. Throws it up high. Back come the Spurs in transition.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Skinny to halt the run, and he sinks the layup. Skinny's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And Harper gets it to go.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Here's Skinny. 20 points for him. Pass to Lee. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Here's Harper. Scoring. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Skinny, no good. San Antonio has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. And they're running from about 16. Pass to Lee. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Cornette's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Insanity. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Here's Skinny. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. Here's Lee. Covered by Johnson. Blocked! 1:57 left in the first half of this one. Driving in. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette, and De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper.
Well, he's still scoring, but he's gotten away from his first quarter approach when he was attacking the defense and drawing foul after foul.
Here's Insanity. 20 points for him.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And it's important that Fox keeps taking and making triples. It really helps open up everything else for him.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Lee. 25 points in the game. It's Jackson, high post. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
And let's also add he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's coming off a 25-point game against Sacramento.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Here's Lee, following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Easy Breezy. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Skinny. 20 points for him. And the 3 off target.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made 1 since.
Here's Lee. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line.
Cedric, number 23. First personal foul. 14 fouls. At the line for your Spurs, Lee. 1 shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Skinny. The long distance 3 is buried. Skinny's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And so it's San Antonio closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, a hot start for you shooting the ball, but in what areas could you improve as a team?
Well, that's all we're seeing. Neither team's playing any D. It's like an offensive extravaganza, and nobody wants to guard anybody.
Well, I'm sure you can inspire them to play better D in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter.
They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit.
Well, for San Antonio. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They're playing with speed, pushing the ball off turnovers and long rebounds, running every chance they get. Because we all know scoring on the break is so much easier than finding open shots in the half court.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter D. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. We've got Jaren Jackson, and it's the Wizard in at the 3, the small forward. Stolen by Jackson. And there's the drive. And it's good for 2. Jackson's got 8.
Jaren proving how strong he is on these finishes. Great job.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a youthful exuberance in the Grizzlies locker room that some say more resembles a college team. Jaren Jackson Jr. said, quote, everybody listens to the same music, does the same things, watches the same stuff. We all vibe together and we like hanging around each other, and it translates. Brian?
Oh, you like that connection. Allie, thank you. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Lee misses.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4.
Oh, my goodness! That's out. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Well, Graham, before he even hit the league, Wembanyama was touted as the next big star from afar.
You know, B.A., playing in a foreign pro league added to his mystique, B.A. We weren't getting the exposure to his game. It made it easy to wonder just how great he would be here.
And the Spurs with possession here. The Grizzlies making their last shot.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Wells, that's good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Insanity passes to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Wembanyama's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Pass to Skinny. Puts up a deep 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. All right, we got a chance now to see how the starters and bench match up scoring-wise tonight for the Grizzlies. San Antonio leading. Here's Insanity. 22 points for him. Vassell, he's open. The wide open shot is on the money.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Skinny passes to the bodyguard. Here's Lee. He's guarded by Vassell. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 27.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Fox, the pass to Insanity. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jackson gets the bucket. Now just a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Vassell outside. This one for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Wells. 9 points in the game. And the shot goes down. Wells has got 11.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Vassell. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Lee misses.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
For the lead. And he goes in for the dunks. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Insanity. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. And the basket by Lee. The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the 3rd. Oh, there's the alley. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Fires at the elbow. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 4-point San Antonio lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for San Antonio.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Timeout call, Memphis.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Harper, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
Make some noise once again for you.
Skinny passes to Lee. Soft touch off the glass. Lee's got 29 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And there's the lob, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrate the offense, creating for others.
Here's Skinny. 25 points in the game. They get it back. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Inside. Pass to Lee. Fires the three. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Shooting for Memphis. Lee taking 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. With some arc, Insanity gets the bucket. Insanity's got 6 points in the quarter.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Here's Lee. He's guarded by Vassell. And again, Memphis no good. San Antonio's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And here's the schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. On Sunday, they go back home and will be hosting the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets.
And looking at the Suns matchup, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Here's Lee. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And San Antonio has possession. They've led by as much as 10. Insanity passes to Lee.
Great contest by Jackson, one of the premier defenders in the league.
Lee misses. Here's Skinny. He's got 25. It's stolen. Back come the Spurs in transition. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 22.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Now here's Jackson. 10 points for him.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Yep, that one's good.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Here's Skinny. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Andrews. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Timeout called, the Spurs.
San Antonio timeout.
Spurs fans, let's get on our feet and make some noise for the Spurs Squad.
Now keeping you up to date on the top rookies this season defensively. Here are the leaders among first-year players in blocks. Here's Harper. He's got 22. Outside Wembanyama. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Skinny. Pass to Lee. Now Jackson. Fires the 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Hey, a big-time alert. Wanted bigs with unlimited range. Jackson fits that bill.
Vassell passes to Insanity. Oh, hammer it home.
That hurt.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Nice shot by Skinny.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Here's Insanity. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Insanity's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Skinny. Give him 30. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Harper.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Lee into the lane. Jackson right side. Over Johnson. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Pass to Lee. Here's Harper. He's got 24. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now for the lead. ABC. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Well, another thing to look at is their impressive block numbers. They have not been giving shooters an easy time tonight, knocking away lots of shots.
Here's Skinny. No good with the triple. San Antonio trailing here. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 56% today. Jackson left side. And he lobs it up.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Here's Harper. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. A minute 53 left to play in the third quarter. Nice shot by Skinny.
Nice use of the step back to create space.
Well, San Antonio's shooting 56% today. Here's Harper. Count it. Harper's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Skinny passes to Jackson. Deflected, and they'll get another chance. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Skinny. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's the break. Here's Skinny. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Ooh, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Here's Harper. 26 points for him. Leaner from distance. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Insanity's got 12 points in just the second half. To the middle. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Harper. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Skinny. "12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. The shot, no good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 5. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Don't stop the aggressiveness. You got shots, let them fly.
You know, that's the thing about Greg Popovich. As long as you're taking good shots, he doesn't want you to hesitate.
Well, the offense is designed to create opportunities. So if you pass up the opportunity, you're defeating the whole purpose of the exercise.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell out there with Victor Wembanyama, and it's Lee in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Here's Skinny, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Skinny's got 40 points.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Fox, that's good.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for San Antonio.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Jackson for 3. Here's the bodyguard. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Cornette's got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Jackson. Knocked away. Back come the Spurs in transition. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Fox. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
4th personal foul.
Everything Fox does is so fast. Makes him very difficult to guard without fouling.
De'Aaron Fox.
2 shots. Last on the first.
Free throw's good for Fox.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
And both free throws good for Fox. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Down low. Here's Lee. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
And that one drops.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Harper to the wing, right side. Pass to Fox. Here's the teardrop, and And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And there's the call. Memphis with the foul.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
De'Aaron Fox.
Free throw's good for Fox. So he gets them both. Here's Skinny. Pass to Jackson. Here's Easy Breezy. Takes it inside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Here's Harper. Back to Johnson. Out on his own on the break. Here's Jackson. Finished off the break.
Jackson.
And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Baseline try. To the left side wing. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. Fox has got 8 points in the quarter.
Such an unpredictable player. Fox enjoys toying with defenders and bullying them in pick and rolls.
Here's Lee. That shot is off. The Spurs have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Johnson passes to Sohan. Here's Harper. Out to Fox. Shot clock at 5. And he gets that one.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Tipped. Here's Sohan, defended by Jackson. And Sohan gets it to go. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead.
Terrific shot by Jeremy. Not much else the defense could do.
Easy breezy, the pass to Skinny. Steps back and shoots. And he connects with a jumper. Skinny's got 42 in the game.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Lee comes in for Sohan. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Jackson. The Spurs making their last shot. Launches it from deep. And it's Lee with the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Harper. And here's Wembanyama. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Stolen by Vassell. Fox outside. Harper passes to Wembanyama. With the hook shot. Misses off the left iron. For Memphis, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Beyond the arc. The offensive rebound.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Vassell outside. Pass to Harper. Inside. Here's Fox. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Fox has got 14 points now in the second half. Here's Skinny. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Here's Wembanyama. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Devin Vassell, second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
We've watched Jaren Jackson struggle with early career injuries, but despite the setbacks, he's continued to grow and become a stronger player.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Now here's Fox, guarded closely. Pass to Vassell, 3-pointer. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
A lot of Vassell's buckets come off assists. He's very comfortable on catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Lee. Wells. Rebound San Antonio. Lee's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Fox, that's good.
A slick move by Fox inside, finding a way to beat the interior coverage.
Lee, the pass to Jackson. Oh, got a piece of it. To the inside. That one falls. The bodyguards got 4 points in the quarter.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Lee. That would have put him up. Memphis leading. Here's Lee. Wells, the pass to Lee. Here's Skinny. 5 to shoot. Back to Lee. Over Fox. Lee misses. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Harper. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. Harper's got 28 points for the game.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Releases from the wing and drills it. Lee's got 38 points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Pass to Insanity. And that one's good. Insanity's got 34 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Skinny. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now. Fox finds Wembanyama. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I really believe that when they need points, they know they can count on him to deliver.
He will use his size, his skills, and his shooting ability to go get this win.
The shot misses.
Number 9, 4th personal foul, 3rd team foul. At the line for 2, Wembanyama.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Skinny passes to Lee. Hits a 3-pointer. Lee's got 41.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Ooh, it's stolen. In transition, here they come. Here's Skinny. Shot is up. Vassell with the rebound. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Jackson. Wembanyama, no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. To the paint. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 19 points.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Pass to Wembanyama. From 15 feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Skinny. Fires from 14. He connects.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Count it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1.
He got the ball in perfect position, went up over the smaller defender, and laid it in for a big bucket.
Here's Skinny. This is the jumper. Fox right side. Yes!
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox, huge points.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 1. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Skinny. Launches it. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.